my chapter of the SIIA's Expert Guide to Post-Secondary Education, I talk about digital course materials and the college store. One of the things that we've observed within the college store community around digital course materials is that while 75% of students still prefer print to digital, in the last 2 years we've seen a dramatic shift in the percentages, the primary reason why students buy the digital or buy print over digital. 2 years ago, 75% of students said that the primary reason why they bought print was because they preferred the print to digital. Today, what we're seeing is that that percentage has dropped to about 45% amongst four-year college students and down to as low as 31% amongst community college students. Today, what we're seeing is that other reasons, such as lack of inventory, meaning the availability of the digital textbooks for the classes which they're taking, or faculty preference for print are emerging as really the larger factors as to why students are still purchasing print over digital. The other thing that my chapter looks at is some of the emerging technologies which are taking place within the digital course materials space. One of those is digital course materials themselves. Typically, if you look at most course materials currently available, they're more of an e-book type of format, sort of the PDF version of the book. Within the college store community, we're typically referring to them more now as digital course materials, recognizing that the format of the course materials really is changing. It's moving away from that PDF version to really things which are more interactive, to more engaging, to self-assessments and other formats and other forms of content. And as we look forward as college stores, we're looking to be able to serve and provide content in whatever format it might happen to be in. The other big shift that we've seen in our space over the last 12 to 18 months has been a shift away from talking about hardware to talking about platforms. And so we say some of the hardware wars are ending in terms of one e-reader versus another, and really the platform wars are beginning. So this being able to provide content, and people will say, oh, well, we're agnostic to your particular device. So the content is now available on any type of device, and companies are coming to us wanting to serve as the platform to deliver each of the different forms of content. Within the National Association of College Stores, what we're doing to try to help the college stores and the college store industry is serve as a technology R&D function. So sort of pooling the risk and aggregating the activity so that so we encourage standards, encourage some open APIs and open formats, and try to develop an environment where companies and publishers and providers of content or services know they can go to one point and deal with all the college stores within North America, as opposed to having to do the one-off, 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 one-off. The last point I'll leave you with as we kind of think about the role of digital course materials in the college store is understanding, I think, the nature of the role of the college store within the digital landscape. Many people think the college store is going to go the way of the traditional bookseller or the record stores or so forth, and that may in fact be our lot. But there are many unique advantages within the college store environment that do make us a little bit different. One, that we're the aggregator of content on a campus, and we know which content is required for which faculty member in which course section in a given institution. Beyond that, we're usually the only ones who can handle a variety of forms of alternative payment, such as financial aid, campus payment cards, cash, check, and so forth. And over half the student population pays for their course materials with those other formats. And so we play a critical role in that particular activity. And then finally, most college stores are nonprofit organizations, and as such, they contribute back to their organizations. In particular, most profits which come from a college store go to financial aid, student services, or capital budgets. And so in that role, we play an important part of educational affordability, even as we play a role within textbook affordability. And so as you look at these trends and technologies, the college store is looking at how we position ourselves so we can continue to provide low-cost course materials to students and continue to contribute to the educational affordability on our campuses.